Well, Matty, welcome back. How's it feel?
I'm delighted to be back at Peninsula and obviously back with the team. Obviously, I'm quite familiar with everyone who's here, and I've seen quite a few familiar faces today. So, I'm just over the moon to be back again, and hopefully we exceed what we've done last season.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, we caught up when you first arrived the first time, about this time last year,
Yeah,
actually, and you had such an impact at Salford City last season. I mean, it was an incredible first stint, wasn't it?
yeah. I think opportunity this year will be a lot higher. Like you say, I'm hoping to start the season off, and hopefully push on and get that experience that I felt I lacked a bit last year. Even though I did get some succession in spells, I feel like I'm progressively over the season this year. I will get it's going to be continuous, and I'm going to get the game time. I hope I'm going to get, and yeah, no, I'm excited.
Yeah, it does feel like a massive step up that from that interview we did last year, where it was all about learning. You just come off that loan at Darlington, and just making your way into
Yeah,
senior football. But now, after the impact you've had, I mean, the sky's the limit, really.
yeah. I think obviously knowing what I'm capable of and my ability on the pitch, I think it's more expectation now of what I can go and deliver on the match day. And I've set very high expectations of myself to go and push on and be the best keeper in the league this year. And I think the lads will be pushing for automatics this year, if not playoffs as well. So that's something that me and the team will be looking forward to, and that's the end goal at the end of the day. And I think it all depends on how we do against Crewe.
Was it a bit of a no-brainer for yourself to return here? Because there is a bit of unfinished business. I mean, you mentioned the playoffs. So there is an element to that, isn't there?
Obviously, it's rubbish how we finished last season. It was a bit unfortunate that we didn't come away with the result we needed. But I think as well, with the desire and what we showed last season, it backs up what we can do this season and further exceed than the end result of finishing eighth and outside playoffs, which was quite harsh. But for me, signing here, I think I'm going to get game time, and I think that's part and parcel of why I've came here. I want to play games and I want to show what I can do. I want to conquer this league as well, and just show my ability at the end of the day.
When you did get the game time last year, I mean, there was two big chunks, wasn't there, really? And that time over the festive period where you had so many clean sheets, I think it was six, wasn't it, in the league, consecutive. You had those penalty saves against Wolves and in the FA Cup as well. And then being part of that team that did go on that just one loss, wasn't it, towards the end of last season? I mean, any memories stick out for you? Any fun memories from last year?
I think just the main memory I have is just how consistent we were in that spell. One loss in 10 is very good, and obviously the clean sheets. You can't lose a game if you get a clean sheet. So for me, I think the team will be looking to replicate that this season, and results will start to show, and we will climb the table if we do follow the same pattern over the 46 games.
And being back in training here at the Peninsula Stadium at Salford City, I mean, there's still a lot of faces from last season. What are your first impressions on how the squad's shaping up?
It looks like we've got another good group. Last season we had a great mix of experienced lads who, like myself, are coming here for the experience, lads who are still finding their feet and what they actually want to do and what league they can play in. And I feel like we've got the same this year. And to be honest, I'm quite confident of our ability, and like I say, I'm hoping that we are going to exceed the expectations and do one step further than what we did last season, which will be getting automatics or playoffs. So that is the end goal, and I've got a good feeling about this.
And we've touched upon it already in this interview about your own personal development. And last season you'd already played various levels of England youth, but there was the England under-20s as well came calling last season. You're just looking to continue that side of things as well, your international career.
Yeah, of course. The involvement's very important, especially my development. I am still young, and I know that I'm still going to have to learn. As much as I'm given the opportunity to be a number one here, so being involved in England youth setups and camps, it's all very important. All different experience that I've just got to gather and take on board. Obviously, I went away this summer with the under-19s to the Euros, which was a good experience, and then like I say, I was involved in quite a few camps last year with either the under-20s or the under-19s, so all the experience is very gatherable.
And we should mention as well, I mean, you signed the same week as Mark Howard, and speaking of experience,
Yeah,
I mean, that's what a mentor to have in the squad.
Yeah, definitely. It's someone who I can definitely take part from what he's experienced over the years, and definitely someone who I can use as a mentor to help me in my game and develop my game. So now I'm very looking forward to working with him.
And just a final question. We're sitting here in the Peninsula Stadium right now, and we're only a week or so away from that Crewe game and this big season kickoff. How much you're looking forward to getting underway?
It's all came round very quickly. You know, it just feels like we played Carlisle the other day. But no, I think me and the team are very excited about this first game. And you know, ideally we want to come here and win. And I feel that will be the first stepping stone of this journey that we're hopefully going to have of succession. So the first game is very important. You know, coming away with a win will just allow us to build on that and, like you say, make good moves this season.